What's up guys, TG back with another video. I'm going to be doing a character ranking for Wednesday. This show was really fun. It was such a good watch. It took me a minute to actually give it a chance, but once I did, I was really happy. I mean, I binged right through it. I never really watched any Addams Family movies or shows in the past. This was actually my first one, so I'm looking forward to watching others. I really enjoyed it, but I'm just going to get right into it. We have the S tier, great, good, and then ew. So we're gonna start off with Bianca. I'm gonna put her at good. As the season went on, she progressed. She became better. She was annoying. She was kind of just like the snobby bully in the beginning, but she became better. And yeah, she saved Wednesday at the end. So for sure, she's gonna go in good. Not quite great yet, but I think she can easily get there in season 2. Next up is Tyler. I'm going to put him in good as well, behind Bianca. Tyler was an alright character. He wasn't too special. I didn't like him that much, but he did alright. He did alright. He was a good villain, I suppose. Next up is Thornhill. I'm gonna put her in good as well. I'll put her in between Bianca and Tyler. I like the twist. I like that she was the one controlling Tyler. I thought that was a good direction that they took it. Up until then, she didn't do anything too crazy, but she was just a supportive teacher. You know, looking out for Wednesday. Secretly, of course, trying to keep her close. She was a good villain. I like what they did with her. She could stay there. Next up thing. First character going in the S tier. I did not know it was possible for me to enjoy watching a hand that much, but Wednesday did a great job at making me care for a hand. It was a really fun, really entertaining, one of the most fun parts of the show. So thing is going in the S tier. Next up is Goody. I'll put her in good as well. I'll put her above Tyler. She wasn't in it that much, but I enjoyed the flashbacks. I enjoyed her connection with Wednesday. I liked her storyline. I would have liked to see a little bit more from her. That's the only reason she's not really going above good, because she wasn't in it that much, but she was fun to watch. Next up is the therapist. I forget her name. I'm going to put her. I'll put her in she didn't really do too much. She was just a therapist. We thought at one point maybe she was the one controlling Tyler, but she wasn't. She got killed off, and there wasn't too much progression with her character. I don't dislike her, but she wasn't anything special. Xavier is almost in great, but I'm gonna put him in good. I really liked Xavier. I feel like I won't call it an obsession, just his interest in Wednesday, I feel like was really forced. I didn't like it as much as I know some people do, but he was still a fun character. He was good. And yeah, he definitely has the biggest potential to get into great if he gets more screen time and he gets more to his story in season 2. Enid, the next character going in the S tier, I'll put her above Thing. I love Thing, but Enid was great. She was a great character, a great friend to Wednesday, and she was just a great contrast. Wednesday kind of just, more emotionless, dark colored. You know how it was, and she was very colorful, very bright, and always upbeat. Very good contrast. They shouldn't work as friends, but they do, and that's what I love about it. She's a fun character. Definitely S tier. Wednesday, of course, is the best character on the show. She's going to the top of the S tier. Honestly, she should be in her own tier. Amazing character, really fun, really good progression throughout the show. Jenna Ortega is fantastic, portrays her amazingly. Such a fun character, entertaining to watch, brilliantly written. There's not really much else to say. She is easily at the way top of the S tier. The gap between her and Enid is significant, even though I do love Enid. Next up is Joseph Crackstone. I'm putting him in as well. He was cool, but there just wasn't much to him. I mean, we didn't see him that much. We saw him in the flashbacks, and then he came in for just a few minutes before being killed by Wednesday. A scary villain, maybe, sure, but he wasn't the main villain. There wasn't too much to him in the main story, so he just can't get into that good category. Next up is Weems. I'm gonna put her in great. I really enjoyed her. She was a fun character to watch. She was really interesting. I didn't know what her, motives were in the beginning when we found out she was a shapeshifter. I was really wondering what she was going for and what her angle was. And her actress, I mean, ever since she was in Game of Thrones, I've loved her. Great character. She's gonna be the first one in that category. Next up is Ajax. I'm gonna put him in as well. I'll put him at the top of it. Nothing against him. He was cool, but not much screen time, not much to his character. Just like Xavier with Wednesday, I feel like his relationship with Enid was a little forced. I don't dislike it. It just felt unneeded. But he was cool. He was alright. Not as good as these characters, but I think he has the biggest potential to jump from this group into the good category in season 2. I mean, he is the only one alive out of them 3, but still, I think he has a good chance. Next up is Eugene. I'll put him in great too. He was fun. There wasn't too much to him. Not too much progression, not too much screen time, but he was a lot of fun. He was a good friend to Wednesday. He saved her, and he was just a funny little comical relief character. I like seeing him there. So I'm gonna put him in great, but Weems I do have above him. Next up is the Sheriff. I'll put him in good as well. I'll put him below Bianca. I think right there's a safe spot to put him. I mean, he was just your stereotypical sheriff in these type of shows. That's about it. Doesn't believe Wednesday, doesn't want to accept the facts, but he wasn't a bad character. Just nothing unique about him, I feel like, compared to other sheriffs in these type of shows. Next up is Wednesday's mother, Morticia. I'm putting her in great. I know she wasn't in a lot of the show, but she was a lot of fun. I liked the dynamic between her and Wednesday and their strained relationship, but she wants to get closer to her. It was fun. I'll put her in great. Fester, I know we didn't see him much, but he stole the scenes when he was in it. I'm gonna put him at the end of great. He was so fun. He wasn't in it much, I know, but I mean, he saved thing. That's enough to get him into great. That, and he was just fun. He stole the scenes he was in. I can't put him anywhere below that. All right, now we have Wednesday's dad. I don't think he's gonna be in great. I liked him. He was cool, but I don't like him as much as Morticia. So I'll put him in the good section. There just wasn't as much to him, I feel like, as there was to Morticia. I really like him. He's a good husband. He's a good father. But as a character, I don't think he's quite on her level. Pugsley, I hate to do it to him. I'm gonna put him in eh. He could go right there. We just didn't see him much, and when we did, he just seemed like that nerdy little brother. There wasn't too much else to him. He's a good brother. He's caring, but we just didn't see him enough for him to go anywhere else. And then we have I forget his name, but he could just go ew. I mean, he was annoying, and then he tried to kill Wednesday, and then he died, and there wasn't really much else to him. And that's it for this list. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't put more characters in ew, but I feel like all of them were written pretty well, even the ones I didn't like as much. They weren't bad enough or poorly written enough to go into this section. So I really enjoyed the show. I had a lot of fun with it. These are my rankings for now. They can definitely change in season 2. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you rank these characters. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, like and subscribe.